All right. So, what's the first step of Vairocana? Actually, turn off your cell phone. Turn off your cell phone. Second, blow your nose, clear throat. Then come to quiet like a stone. Try not to move your body. No moving at all. No noise, no moving. No moving. Little bit of a smile. Stomach is tight. Tighten your stomach. Relax your forehead. Relax your mouth. And please come to your breath. Follow your breath. Try to count 10 breaths without thinking of something else. Exhale is the first half. Inhale is the second half. If you think of something else, then start again. Please invite to this room one of your teachers. If you have a heart lama, invite your heart lama. And they come to sit down with you, meditating knee to knee. Then try to think of something about your teacher that you admire, something you would like to be yourself. Then make them an offering of something sweet you did yesterday, something nice you did. Now tell them something you did yesterday that you're not happy about, some mistake you made. Now try to think of something you saw somebody else do yesterday, which was very nice. Be happy. And ask your teacher to teach you, keep teaching you whole life. And ask your teacher to stay with you. And don't leave you even after you die. Now imagine that you are lying on your deathbed. You are dying. Try to imagine where it will be if you died in the next few weeks. You are lying down on a bed, and your family is looking down at you. The people you love are standing next to the bed. You are looking up at them. They are very sad, some of them crying, holding your hand. Imagine who will come to your deathbed, who will be there. then your hands and feet begin to get cold. You can feel cold. The blood is slowing down. Very cold fingers. And your arms and legs cold, very cold. No feeling in your hands and legs. Difficult to breathe. Breath is getting shorter and shorter. The nostrils of your nose are drying up and they're starting to close. They're very difficult to breathe. Colder, almost to your chest. Family's crying. Your mouth is dry. It's difficult to open. Arms and legs are white, turning very white. No more blood. No more blood moving. Whole chest very cold now. Cannot open your eyes. Eyes are closed. You can hear your family, but it's difficult to hear. The crying sounds far away. Whole body is numb. You can't feel anything. Very cold. And then you're just alone in the dark. You think about your Lama, your teacher. Wish that they could be with you. They can hear you, and they come deep inside your mind, in the darkness, like a single grain of sugar. A small crystal, like a single grain of sugar. Inside the dark. And inside the crystal is your teacher. So you are not alone. Everything's black except a small crystal with your teacher inside. Feel safe, feel protection. Just be with them for a moment. And please come back to your breath. Watch your breath. 3 deep breaths. Then you can slowly open your eyes. Take a stretch. Okay, nice. Everybody was quiet. I think except 2 people, everybody was quiet. Okay. All right. So this is the 23rd retreat of this Lam Rim series. And Lam means path. Rim means steps of the path. And we are trying to finish this whole book. It's 1,000 pages. It's about 1,000 pages. It was written by my teacher's teacher's teacher, your great-grandfather. Okay. And I think he was the most famous Lama in Tibet at his time. His name was Pabonka. We have a picture, I think? No. And then his main student was Trijang Rinpoche, who's the teacher of the current Dalai Lama. And his student is my teacher. And he taught this to us for about 20 years. He taught it 3 times. And it took about 20 years. And I think it's the greatest book in this world. It's how to become a Buddha from beginning to end, step by step. So not complicated. You just have to go step by step. You don't have to think too much, It's like a GPS. It talks to you, Turn left now. And if you just do what it says, then you can become enlightened. You don't have to die. And you can teach other people. You can protect your family and other people, okay? So it's good to learn it. My hope is that too loud. Yeah. My hope is that you can learn it and teach it to other people, okay? But it's difficult to learn it if you don't come. So please try to come. We are having Lam Rim retreat 4 times a year. I know it's difficult to have a real job and take 10 days off 4 times a year, but you can do it. Change your job. Really, okay? We are very good at making unemployed people. No, find a job that you can have a nice job and you can take off. Try to come 4 times a year, okay? The next one will be in Thailand in December, okay? We did it in Thailand because so many guests from Europe and China asked us, and Singapore and Taiwan, asked us to do it closer to their country. So it's 2 hours and 55 minutes from Shanghai. Okay, so no excuse. Right? I know Beijing is very miserable in the winter. And I was there. I didn't bring a coat. And, you can fly to Thailand. It's on the beach. Okay, you can swim and do death meditation. And then the next one after that will be here in March. Okay. And then in Guadalajara in June or July, probably. July? Okay. I'm going to pass this book around. You can look at it. It's good luck to just touch it. Okay. This was my teacher's copy. He made notes with these yellow markers. You can see some of his notes, and he gave it to me when I finished my geshe. And you can play with it. And this shape comes from the old days when, before paper, we used to write the Buddhist books on palm leaves with needles and scratch the words in the palm leaf and then put charcoal. And they last for many centuries, those books. So still they have the same shape and no binding, which means you're not going to mix up the pages, okay? Okay. And the paper is made from a special bush in Tibet. It lasts a long time. So we are going very slow through the Lam Rim. I think it will take, 12 years, something. We're doing it very carefully, step by step. We did about 6 years. And maybe it'll take more than 12 years. But I'm just going very relaxed. I'm going very carefully. I'm talking a lot about the Tibetan language. This book is the greatest book in Tibet for meaning, but it's also the greatest book for writing. The writing is very beautiful. It's very, very unusual, very beautiful writing. So I like to explain the Tibetan words. And whole year I travel around the world with Scott Norreed and other, Peter, Masha, other people, and we teach, how to use these ideas in modern life. But I don't get to go deep, not very deep. So in this course, we go deep, okay? And maybe boring for some of you, but I don't care. If you want not to go deep, you can come to DCI. Okay. If you don't want to talk about next life, you can come to DCI, okay? But in this room, we talk about the things that really matter in your life, okay? Money is not so important. Things like that. They don't last. You have to leave them. And it's better to get ready for what comes next, okay? So 4 times a year, I teach what I really want to teach. Okay? But nobody comes. Okay. So there are 3 main steps that we're going to be talking about. First one is death and what it feels like to die. Why do you have to die? And that's the first thing. It's in the Lam Rim, it's the first step called Chiwa Mitapa, which means Everybody has to die, usually. Okay. Then we're going to do a special class this week where I'm going to go to some other ancient teachings and teach you what happens during death. Okay, what happens in your mind, and how does it feel to die, and what things will happen, what experiences will you have inside of death. You see, because if you know them and you prepare, you can use them even to become a Buddha. Okay, so there's a teaching on what's happening inside you, inside your mind as you die. And he mentions it, but I would like to teach you in detail. So maybe we don't finish much Lamrim, but we will cover what happens to you inside as you're dying, and how can you use it to escape at that time, to become a Buddha at that time. Okay, and then we'll talk about what happens to you if you don't. Okay, after you die, where will you go? You know, what kinds of places can you go? Okay, and then finally, most of those places are bad. Okay, somebody asked Buddha, how many people go up after they die? How many people go down after they die? Then he was sitting in the park, and he licked his finger, and he touched the ground, and he said, how much dust is here? Those people go up. They become human, or they come back to human. Okay? Then the rest of the planet, all the dirt in the planet, every piece of dust in the planet, that many people go down. Okay? And where do they go? We're going to talk, we talked about it in Mexico. So I'm going to review that, tell you what are your options. Okay? Just to remind you of your options. And then if I do a good job, you should get scared. Okay? You should start, and it's not something we can teach in DCI, right? We can't tell people you're going to go to the house, or, don't eat animals because next week you could be an animal. We can't talk about it. But in this class, we have to talk seriously about where you can go, what can happen to you. I was talking to Anton. Where are you? And Elizabeth. And we were talking about, we're talking about all these courses, online courses and things like that. And then we were thinking that this is more important than all of them, than all the other courses. Because everybody has to die. Everybody, I don't know if you're going to be a real estate agent, and I don't know if you're going to be a stockbroker. I don't even know if you're going to have a relationship. I don't know if you're going to have time to have a health problem before you die. But I know you're going to die. So it's better to talk about that. It's something we all have to do. So this is a rental car. You picked it up at the Tucson airport or someplace you picked it up, and you drive it for a while. You are not the car. You are not the rental car. Okay? You are in the car. Okay, so you have to leave it. You have to take it back. Don't get too serious about it or excited about it. Nobody could take a rental car forever. Sometimes you have to take it back. Okay, so you have to use it while you have it. You have to do something good with it. Okay. So main subjects, what does it feel like to die? What's happening inside of your mind as you die? How can you use it? And then where are you going to go after that? And then, of course, we have to talk about how can you protect yourself from something bad? How can you make sure you don't go somewhere bad? So by the end of this 10 days, we'll do a lot of meditations about how does it feel to die. We'll do a lot of meditations about what happens inside your mind as you die. And then we'll talk about where you could go. But the most important thing is we talk about how to get ready, how to protect yourself, how to make sure you go to a good place, okay? So we have to talk about that. So that's the purpose of this 10 days, okay? Please come to class on time, okay? Don't miss anything. You spend a lot of money to come here. It's a lot of your time. It's extremely difficult to keep this place going. All those cottages, I also don't have much time, and you got all the way here. You're here. You're still alive. I'm still alive. We have something to do. Don't miss anything, okay? Because you didn't get a shuttle or something. Just find out when the shuttle comes. Get there 10 minutes earlier. Relax. Have a coffee on the road. And get in the shuttle and come down, and you'll be okay. All right? So please just do what the schedule says. And don't try to do something special. You see, just what the schedule says, just do that. And don't make special deals, okay? Just get in the shuttle, come down, you'll be on time, okay? Scott gets everywhere 3 hours early. I hate it. For the first year, I hated it. Now I like it. We get there, we have a cappuccino, we can relax. We're not stressed out, we're not nervous. Everybody knows we're going to be on time. We don't bother other people. Okay? So just learn to be on time. It's a Buddhist thing also. You do it once in your life and you can use it for the rest of your life. Just be early everywhere you go. It's considerate for other people. Okay? All right. So while you're fresh, we're going to do the most important meditation. So if you died this afternoon, you'll be okay. So get ready to do one more meditation, please. Before you close your eyes. So basically, inside your mind, after your eyes close and your nose dries up and your mouth dries up and everything is cold and your body is dead, okay? You go through many, many processes in your mind, inside your mind. They're always the same. Everybody has the same experiences when they die. You died already billions of times, but you forgot how it feels. So I'm going to teach you what happens after the cold comes and after the breath stops and after the eyes close. And there'll be several sections, okay? And you will start to remember because you did it many times, okay? You just don't remember. So some people will remember right away. They say, oh yeah, I remember that. I feel like I remember that, okay? And then some people will say, I don't think I ever did that. But we'll keep meditating on it, okay? And then during your 3 days retreat, you'll be meditating on how you die, where you go after that, and how to protect yourself, okay? These 3 big steps, okay? So there's a set of 4 steps that relate to the elements of your body, okay? Satchu Me Lung, earth, water, fire, wind. Okay, the basic four. Say Sa, Chu, Me, Lung. Sa, Chu, Me, Lung. Okay, earth, water, fire, and wind. Okay? I don't have time today to teach you the elements. It's from Abhidhammakosha. But they are very beautiful. And if you're into Confucianism, if you're interested in Chinese medicine, you can learn a lot from the old Buddhist books, okay? The four elements they're not like little pieces of, they're not like molecules or atoms. It's not like you have a little dirt in your body, or you have a little water, or there's a little fire someplace. It's not like that, okay? They are energies, like gravity, or electricity, or momentum. They are just energies, okay? Sa, earth, is the energy of cohesion, keeps things together. Okay? Earth is the energy which keeps things together. This has more earth in it than this does. Okay? It keeps things hard. Okay? Sa, earth. Chu makes things flow. Lenshing Sherwa is the definition of the element of water. It keeps things fluid and lubricated. Okay, that's the definition of water. So this has more water than this has. Okay, it has some water in it. Okay, nothing is 100% water. Everything is mixed up. Okay, Mei means warmth. Okay, this has more Mei than this does. Okay, this has more fire element. It's more warm from the inside. This also has some warmth. It's not freezing. It has some warmth. So every object has fire. Okay. Then lung means motility, movement. Okay, can move. So I don't know. The wind has more wind element than iron. Okay. All right. So these are just energies, four energies. So the first meditation we're going to do, after you died, okay, you died already, all right? Your body stopped breathing. Now you're alone inside your mind. And the four elements are going to start collapsing. They start going crazy, okay, in your body. So there's a period where four elements are going crazy in your body. And very crazy things are happening in your mind, okay? Then there's a more subtle four elements, deeper inside the mind as you die, okay? First four are very crazy, like loud, okay? Very loud, like a car accident, okay? Feels like that, okay? Four elements are breaking down. This is the first few minutes after your breath stops. Okay? Then your mind goes deeper into the four elements and they start to dissolve. The four elements each dissolve into the next one. So there'll be a stage which is very car accident, noisy, crazy. Then there'll be a stage which is more subtle, more quiet. Visions. You have certain visions. You see certain things, okay? Because the subtle elements are dissolving, okay? So big elements are dissolving. It's like a car accident, crazy. Then it gets more quiet. And then more subtle dissolving of inside your mind. Then you reach a place called the four emptinesses, okay? There will be four kinds of deep emptiness. Everybody goes there. Everybody experiences them, okay? A little bit. And we'll talk about that, okay? So these are the steps we're going to go through, okay? So we'll start with the car accident, okay? This is just after you got cold Last thing you heard your family crying a little bit, and then inside your mind starts this crazy stuff, really crazy stuff, okay? Because the elements are breaking down, okay? Then people ask me, oh, Geshe-la, this is so sad, this is so disturbing. My friends who are not Buddhists, they say, why you teach that? Teach something happy, you will be happier if you get ready. Okay? This is the real path to happiness. Okay? And you're not helping somebody if you don't tell them about it. Okay? You should prepare them. So, yes, it's unhappy, but the real thing is more unhappy. And you have to go there. You will go there. So, you will feel happier about the big unhappy if you have a little unhappy now. Okay? And I don't care if you're depressed or you can't sleep or you feel nervous, or death is much worse than that. Okay? So trust me and trust the Buddha, okay? You will feel happier after these 10 days. And you will feel stronger. And you will feel prepared. And so don't, I don't care if you feel depressed after the first day. Okay? Just come back. Keep being depressed together. And you'll be happy by the end. You'll be free, okay, of this worry or this fear that you don't know what's going to happen, okay? Everybody's afraid of death, okay? I don't care if you're Obama or Putin or doesn't matter how powerful you are. Everybody's afraid of it, okay? Everybody has to go there. And nobody knows what's going to happen. You see, this 10 days you will learn. And you'll be ready. And you can really help other people. Okay? When they're depressed, you can say, look, you could be more depressed. Okay? Okay. So get ready. And by the end of the week, you'll feel very light and you'll feel very happy. Because you say, I'm ready. If my plane falls down next week, I'm ready. I know what's going to happen. Okay. All right? Somebody asked me, if you die suddenly, do you still have all these stages in your mind? The answer is yes. Okay? You can shoot yourself in the head. My brother did it. You still go through those steps. You still go through the same stages. Okay? Everybody goes through the same stages. Okay? Here we go. Let's meditate. Before you meditate, take one good look behind you, out the windows, at this beautiful valley and the mountains, because we're going to use them. Probably your karma put them there for this class. Diamond Mountain owns all of those mountains right there. And that's for your students' retreat cottages. Okay. Okay, here we go. Eyelids relaxed. No muscle tension in your eyelids. Eyelids are totally relaxed. Hands are relaxed. Fingers relaxed. Stomach is tightened a little bit. Shoulders are back and down. Mouth is relaxed, happy, little smile. You're back on your deathbed. Cold. Arms and legs are finished. You can't use them anymore. They are broken. They are frozen. They will never move again. Just also feeling cold. Breath stop. You fought to breathe. You fought your whole life to breathe. And now that's finished. Last breath is finished. This need is dead. Your eyes closed last time. And it's dark. The four elements begin to collapse. First, the earth element. And you feel like you're here, like at Diamond Mountain, in that place behind the temple. It's a valley. There are mountains all around you. And suddenly, everything goes crazy. The earth is shaking like an earthquake. Terrible noise, loud like explosions. The earth is splitting open. Rocks are falling, mountains are falling. And you run towards the entrance of Diamond Mountain. You are running because you are afraid of mountains falling, earth cracking open. Terrible noise like bombs exploding. The earth is splitting open everywhere. Mountains are falling. You are running. You reach the entrance of Diamond Mountain, and suddenly, huge flood of water coming down from the mountains, like an ocean, waves, catches you, carries you out towards the highway. Huge flood of water, like a mountain, like mountain waves. And you are carried on these waves, huge waves, like tsunami. And you are drowning. You are fighting to stay up. The waves are carrying you out towards the highway. Huge ocean moving from the mountains that are collapsing. And you are fighting to stay up. And finally, the water leaves you out. You can think the other side of the highway. The water speeds on. It drops. It leaves you in the desert alone. And then fire. The sun gets bigger and bigger. The heat of the sun burning your body. The flames of the sun surrounding your body, covering your body. You are wrapped in flame. You are burning. Terrible pain, terrible suffering. of fire. Then a strong wind like a hurricane, pushing away the fire, ripping you. You cannot stand up. You are crawling, fighting against the wind. The wind is driving you, pushing you down across the desert. Then everything becomes flat again, dark, more quiet. The terrible sounds of the earth breaking, ocean, and the sun and the wind. Now everything gets quiet, more quiet. It's like you're walking across the land. You're looking at the horizon in the dark, and then very quiet now. And it's almost peaceful. And you can see dawn coming. You see the dark sky changing on the horizon. And little by little, like daybreak, the sky is starting to get a little bit white color, like just before the sun comes up. And you're walking towards this white color of the sky. Like before dawn, you are walking towards it slowly. Then you are inside the light. It's a white light, soft white light around you. You are still walking. Then you can see far away some kind of a mirage. There's water far away. And you are walking across the desert towards the water. It's shimmering, it's moving like an illusion mirage. The subtle element of earth is dissolving into the subtle element of water. Keep walking. You're walking towards the mirage. And then suddenly, everything is like fog or smoke, like there's a big fire. So you don't see fire, but you're walking through smoke. Everything is like fog or smoke. The subtle element of water is dissolving into the subtle element of fire. You keep walking through the smoke, just gray smoke. And suddenly you can see sparks in the smoke. Tiny sparks, not big, subtle, but bright red sparks, like electric sparks. The element of fire, subtle, is melting into the subtle element of wind. Just sparks in the smoke. You keep walking through the sparks slowly. Suddenly you see a light in the distance. It's like someone's holding a flashlight, or there's a fire. You come closer through the smoke and the sparks, and finally you come to a light which is like only as big as a candle flame, and your mind is getting tinier and tinier. Your mind is coming smaller and smaller. And the only thing you can see, the only thing you can think of, is a candle flame. And the flame is very still, it's not moving. Just a steady fire flame, like a candle, and that's all you can see. Your whole world is this flame, small flame. And you're walking towards the flame. And then you're walking into the flame. And then you're coming through the flame. And on the other side is that dawn light, soft, quiet light before the sun comes up. The sky is painted white, very small, very quiet. You are still walking towards this light. Then that light becomes deep red, dark red, like the sunset, like a very deep red sunset. And you are still moving, you are still walking towards this light. The white light is behind you. You are moving into the red light. Whole sky, whole mind is red, deep red color. The mind is getting smaller and smaller. The red is tiny, but you're inside it. And then suddenly, everything blinks out black. You're in very, very dark black again. The red is gone, the white is gone. The mind is very, very small. And you are in blackness, in dark. And then another feeling comes, another vision, like crystal, like the inside of a diamond. So you feel like you're inside a diamond. The white is gone. The red is gone. Even the black is gone. Everything is like ice, crystal. You're inside it. Stay here for a few minutes. Everything is crystal. All around you, crystal. Nothing else there. Just you are in the crystal. We'll stay here for a few minutes. And slowly come back to your breath. 3 deep breaths. Then you can stretch. So we'll go through. I'll take you through that again many times this week. But I want you to, in your mind, just think of the structure of the whole thing. Okay. So first, there's about 5 things happening to your body while your family is holding your hand. Okay. 5 outer signs. You know, the body's getting cold. Things like that. We'll repeat it again. Okay. So there are outer signs. There's about 5 in the scripture. Okay. Then what happened? First, after that. Yeah, the big elements are, you can call it the car accident stage. It's loud, it's frightening, everything's chaos. You know, you're like, and you're running, you know, and everyone goes through this. How many people felt like they've been there before? Okay? And if we do a good job this week, you will feel more like that. You'll say, "Oh, I think I did that before." Okay? So 4 gross elements collapsing comes next. Outside, first like 5, 6 signs. Breath stops, eyes close. Then crazy, car accident. Crazy, noisy, frightening, super scary. I asked Anton to make me some videos. Maybe by afternoon or evening, we'll show them. Okay. I said, try to find an earthquake. Try to find a nice tsunami. And let's get an explosion in there. You know. Then what happens? Oh, by the way, I gave you the wrong order. I started the white light too soon. I'll correct it, okay? But what happened after the 4 gross elements? Yeah, the 4 subtle elements, which are called the 4 signs. They're called the 4 signs, like the sparks, or the smoke, Okay, I'll teach you again. We'll do it again. Because you have to write it down. And you're going to meditate on it for 3 days. Okay, so I'm just going to review the structure. Then we're going to take a pee-pee break. And then we'll come back and we'll write it down. Okay, so don't worry about it right now. Outer signs, cold. Skin turning white. Then the car accident. The gross 4 elements collapsing. Earthquake, tsunami, sun exploding. Okay? Then what happens? Then more subtle elements. So, what's happening after that? Yeah, then we have the next 4 are called the 4 emptinesses. Okay? So there's the 4 signs before that, like the smoke. And then there's the 4 emptinesses. We'll talk about it more. Okay? Don't worry about it now. But that's the different kinds of light. The dawn, and then the sunset, and then the dark, and then the crystal. Okay? We'll talk about it. Okay? We'll talk about it. There's 4 more after that. Okay? There's 4 qualities of the crystal. Okay? There's 4 parts inside the crystal. Okay? We'll talk about that'll take some time. That's more difficult. Okay? Got the structure? Tell me the first group of things. Yeah, outer signs. Body getting cold. Difficult to breathe. Okay? Second one? Yeah, earthquake, car accident. Let's call it the car accident. Okay, then what? Subtle elements. Those are called the 4 signs. Those are called the 4 signs. Okay? No, just the subtle elements. The smoke, the sparks, those are called the 4. The name in the ancient books is called Dakshi. Say Dakshi. 4 signs. Okay? Then the next 4 are called the Dongbashi. What do you call it? Kongxing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 是空性，空性的是的空性，是空性 for emptiness. Okay. The last one is what? Crystal. Okay, crystal. We'll talk more about it. Then there's 4 more kinds of. There's 4 kinds of crystal. 4 things are happening inside the crystal. Okay. And we'll talk about that. Okay, I just want you to get the structure. So how many groups we have? Outside body, subtle elements, gross elements, 4, I'm sorry. Let's do it again. Outside signs, car accident, 4 inner signs, 4 emptiness, and then there's 4 qualities of the crystal. Okay, 5 parts. Okay, it's not easy to die. You have to remember a lot of things. Okay, all right, let's take a break. 10-minute break. I'm going to go through the actual text that I taught you this thing from. Okay, it's a different text. Okay, so I brought it from other places. Okay. So first we'll talk about, what's the first of the 5 groups? Yeah, outer signs. Okay, outer signs. And these are from the Lam Rim, okay? These are in the Lam Rim. We covered them in Guadalajara. I'm going to cover them again. He gives 5. He gives 5, okay? Number 1, your body gets colder. It comes this way, right? From the edges, from the fingers and from the toes, then the hands and the feet, then the legs and arms, then it moves up, and then the last warm part is your heart. Okay? Then the heart becomes cold. Okay? And you've done it many, 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 many times. Okay? And you just don't remember. But I think in this week, maybe you will remember, okay? Okay, second one, you have trouble breathing, okay? Like, okay, you can't breathe very well, okay? Third one, your nostrils will close and you can't breathe, okay? That will be your last breath. Then this will close, okay? Dry up. Then the mouth dries up, you can't open the mouth, and your lips turn back, okay? Like this. You know, dead people, lips go like that. And your mouth dries up. You cannot open your mouth anymore. Okay. And the last one that Pabongka Rinpoche mentions is your skin turns white, okay? Because the blood is not moving, okay? So the skin turns all white. Okay, the four, we're going to call them the car accident, okay? Are you ready with that video? Yeah. You ready with the video? Okay, Anton made a video. Okay, it's just the first try, okay? I'm sorry. He made it last night. I don't think he slept much. But maybe give you some feeling, okay? Then I want to make a better one, okay? But here's the first part, okay? These are the gross elements, okay? Cool. So he's going to work on the next four. So the four gross elements also come from Pabongka, from Lamrim. Are you ready? Riwo Relwa Dang. He just says the mountains are tearing apart, the earth is tearing apart. Okay. And Sachambo Okta Numba means you feel like you are being crushed by landslides or by stones. Okay. Chukyarwa means carried away by tsunami or something like that. Mebawe Long Dutsupa means you feel like you are wrapped in fire. And then Lungi Kyarwa, Chikchak Samgimi Kyapa, inconceivable, frightening wind, like tornado or hurricane, something like that, okay? That's all. That's the source of those, okay? We have some time, and I thought, what's the next group? Subtle elements, okay? The four signs, okay? In Tibetan? Takshi, okay? Like Tak Yang Dak, Tak Madhub, okay? RTAGS, or Taks, okay? Lakshana in Sanskrit. Lakshana. Okay. Satchula Timbe. So I'm just going to read you the Tibetan because I like it. I like to see it's real and there's a lineage, okay? So, by the way, the source of this is Dechok. What's Dechok? Huh? Yeah, or you could say Heruk also, okay? Jilbu Hanga, Jilbu, Gantapada's system, okay? It's about 1200 years ago, okay? Gantapada, a system of Gantapada in India called the five deities, okay? Hanga, okay? So this description comes from that, okay? Very famous. Higher teaching, very famous higher teaching. If you keep coming to Lam Rim, I will start putting in secret teachings. Okay? There are people in New York and other places waiting for the secret teachings and not coming to the Lam Rim. So they will never get the secret teaching because I'm going to sneak it in the Lam Rim. So this is part of the secret teachings, okay? Big part, very important part. Okay? So those people waiting for Tantra, they're going to wait forever. Okay? And the people who come to Lam Rim are going to get Tantra. You see? That's the way it should be. Okay. All right. Satchula Timbe, when the earth element dissolves into the water element, subtle. Okay? Mikyutabanawa. So, Mikyu means mirage. So, Anton, you have to find, like off in the distance, and it's kind of like, it looks like water, but it's not water, mirage. Okay? No one. That's the first one, okay? Second one. By the way, this is connected to the dissolution of the Vam letter. If you know about it, you can appreciate it, but I'm not teaching you that now. Okay? Chumela Timbe, when the water element dissolves into the fire element, subtle. Tuatabanawa. Tuatabanawa means smoke. It looks like smoke, or you can say fog. Okay? And again, Anton tried to do this thing where you feel like you're going, it's like you're drilling down, okay? Your mind is getting more and more subtle. So it should feel like you're in a tunnel, and it's like Hong Kong tunnel, And it's just things are getting more and more narrow, okay? Okay, so you feel like you're moving forward through these mirages, okay? Mirage, well, earthquake, tsunami, sun, fire, tornado, going deeper. Then you start to see the mirage. And then you see the, what? Smoke or fog, okay? We had a big fire here. This is one of the Diamond Mountain legends. There was a big fire in the desert, and it burned for how many days? It burned about 3 or 4 weeks, and it came here, huge, many miles, and it was moving towards Diamond Mountain. These guys were in a 3-year retreat, and we got a big bus ready, and the police were all in a line, and we were ready to take them out, and we're waiting, and the satellite shows the fire coming. Then we did all these. And it stopped. It never touched the Diamond Mountain property. It destroyed the property next door. It reached next door. It burned it. But the smoke covered everywhere. So they're like, what's going on? We said, Don't worry about it. Just meditate, you know. And, everywhere is smoke, you know. You can smell, you can feel it everywhere around you. Okay. So it's like that. You're drilling down and everything's getting smaller. And now you're surrounded by this smoke or fog. Okay? It's mostly visual, okay? What's the sound like at that point? What does it sound like? Pretty quiet. Okay, this stuff is noisy. Mountain falling down, tsunami is noisy. Hurricane, nice Singapore hurricane. You know, these things are noisy, but when you start to get into it starts to get quiet. Okay? Things are getting more quiet. Okay? What comes after okay, next one. Mei lung la timbe, when the fire dissolves into the wind element, okay? Say, mekir, say mekir. Mekir. Sometimes it's called Simbu mekir, and it means firefly, okay? In the nighttime, there's some kind of bug that shows a little light, and you can see them in the dark. It's like a mosquito or something, but their body is light. So you can see, or you can say iskra, spark, like, what's happening? Why the sparks? Your synapses are short-circuiting. This electricity in your mind is breaking, you know? It's like, and you see the sparks, you know? It's the little electricity in your mind is good. And you see sparks in the fog, in the smoke, okay? Okay. So they didn't have electricity in Tibet 1,000 years ago. They say, oh, it looks like a firefly. Okay. Make your tabanawa. Next one. Lung nam shela timbe marme barwa tabanawa. Lung means wind element. Namshela timba means dissolves into the element of consciousness, which is the fifth element, okay? Consciousness, the mind. And then you see what? Yeah, it's a candle flame, but it's everything in your world. Because you are drilling, it's this big, but it's your whole world. And it's steady. There's no what? The element of wind is finished in the mind. That energy is gone. So the candlelight is not moving at all. It's like very steady. It's not going like this. Okay, it's very steady. And you're just looking at it. And you feel like that's your whole world. Okay? So you can start with a candle flame like 20 meters away. And then you're getting closer, 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 closer. Then you're inside the flame, okay? All right? You're drilling down, okay? You have to keep this. Anton did it with the film, right? This video. You're like moving down into it. You're drilling down into it, okay? Your mind is getting more and more subtle. So that's the four takshi. What comes next? Yeah, they call it the four emptinesses. They're not all emptiness, okay? Only the last one is. Okay? They call it the four emptinesses, but only the last one is emptiness, okay? But they're just called the four emptinesses, okay? Okay, here's what the first one looks like. Tokmarchi with Sakor Shikbe Jangsem Karpo Pape Nawa Karlamba. Okay, Tokmar means the four emptinesses began when Chiwo means here. Okay, the top of your head. There's a chakra here. Okay, and there's inside that chakra, there's a special, like a liquid. It looks like milk, cream. Okay, it looks like heavy cream. Okay, like honey but white color. Okay, it's called Changsim Karpo. Changsim Karpo means white element, white. You can call it white honey. In Buddhism, we give that substance, we give it the name Changsim, bodhicitta. You see, we give it the name bodhicitta, wish for enlightenment, but it's not. It's like a honey. It's like a white honey, and it stays here, usually. Okay, there's a white. I have lots of it, I guess. Okay, so it stays. Usually, it stays here. Okay, karpo, Changsim karpo, white body element or something. I call it white honey. Okay, because it moves like honey. It doesn't move very fast. It's not like water, but it flows slowly. Okay, Changsim karpo, chiwut zakor shikpa. So when you're dying, this chakra dissolves. This chakra breaks like a wheel, like a bicycle wheel breaking, okay? And it breaks down. This connection here breaks. And that liquid comes out, okay? And it starts to move towards the heart, okay? Down your zhongmai. Zhongmai? Central channel, yeah. Okay, down the middle channel, Sushumna, Duti, comes this white honey moving down, very slow, like honey, okay? Papa means it starts to come down, okay? Then it's very famous, the first emptiness name. If you want to learn some Buddhist words, you should learn it. Say Nangwa, Karlampa. Nangwa, Karlampa. Yeah, that's the name of this first step. What's the vision? What's the hallucination? The dawn. Daybreak is more accurate, okay? Like the way the sky starts to get lighter, but the sun didn't come up yet, okay? The way the sky starts to get lighter, okay? That's called Nangwa Karlampa, okay? Nangwa Karlampa. Like a subtle, soft white light of the sun before it comes up above the mountain, okay? The sky starts to change. Then remember, you are like a screw. And your mind is getting more and more small. So you have to keep up this feeling that you are moving forward into this. You go through what was the last thing? Yeah, you go through the candlelight, and then you're into this soft white light all around you. Okay, you can start with the horizon, and it's getting wider and wider, and then you're in the white light, okay? That's called Nangwa Karlampa. I did it too early this morning. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll do it correctly this afternoon, okay? Then I corrected myself, okay? But we'll do it many times, okay? So you get, my teacher asked us to do it every night, you know? So maybe after coffee meditation or something. In Buddhism, you get more and more responsibility, more stress. Anyway, Karlampa, okay? Now, next one. Dene Tewe Tsakor, spelling mistake. Okay, Tewe Tsakor Shikpana. Next, the navel chakra breaks down, okay? Behind the navel, right? It's not on the navel, it's not painted on your navel, it's in front of your spine. But it's on the level of the navel. So we call it navel chakra, but don't think it's in your belly button, it's not. It's back in front of your spine, this much in front of your spine, okay? There's a wheel, there's a a design of nadis, of channels, okay? And that starts to break down, okay? When did it form? Yeah, no, when you're in the womb, okay? Okay? If you studied Niguma Yoga in DCI, you know all this stuff. Okay, so that chakra breaks down, okay? Inside that chakra is a Kam Marpo. Kam Marpo is another name for Changsen Marpo. It means red honey. Okay, like red honey, red color honey. Okay, so that honey is released, and Gyendu bar means it starts to come up. But the word they use for coming up is like the word for the way that fire comes up. Okay, like it comes up like that. Okay, barwa. And very famous word, Chepa Marlampa. Say Chepa Marlampa. Chepa Marlampa. So far we have Nawakar Lampa. Now we have Chepa Marlampa. You should learn those words. If you're not sure, have Nick teach you. Okay. So Chepa is a very unusual word. It's very rare, and it's only used in a few places. Kuche means twins, like Asanga and Vasubandhu are Kuche. Sometimes they're called Kuche. So Che means. So I did a retreat in near Flagstaff, northern Arizona, many years ago. 1 month retreat, and there was another fire. And it came, I smelled the smoke and I thought, oh, there's a big fire coming. And they sent many firemen to stop it. And 17 guys went to the hospital. The fire jumped over them. They go under the special cloth and they just wait, and the fire jumps over them. And the fire was jumping from tree to tree. It wasn't touching the ground. And it came down as fast as a man running. You know, and I was like, whoa. It was going, it was just coming down the mountain like that, from tree to tree. That's Chepa. That's the meaning of Chepa. Chepa means fire, like flying fire, something like that. It means multiplying crazy. Okay. Then I did a mole. You know, should I run? And the mole said, no, don't run. Just stay here. Then I got scared. And I got my suitcase, I ran. I ran to the highway, and I hitchhiked to the town and got a hotel room. You know, next day I came back in a rental car, the other rental car. And the owner of the house I rented the house for a retreat, and he was sitting there in front of the house. Everything's burned, but the house is fine. And he says, I don't know what you Buddhist guys do, but thank you so much. But I didn't trust it, you know. So anyway, that's Chepa, fire like multiplying like crazy. So Chepa means that, okay? So the red sunset. So you drill down through the daybreak, and then suddenly you see like a sunset, like a deep red sunset, okay? New Jersey. 19 years I took the bus through the New York every day, 4 hours round trip, through the gasoline fields. And the pollution is unbelievable. They call it Cancer Alley. Every day I went through Cancer Alley. And the pollution is so bad that the sunset is very beautiful. It's all beautiful red, because there's so much pollution, it looks very beautiful. That's Chepa Marlampa. Okay, Chepa Marlampa. Okay, next one. So that's when the navel chakra breaks open and the red honey comes up, shoots up, okay? And Marlampa. Ninka dupala tene ninke kam karma sema dacha kacha tabu usu. In samshin to tower yopa de tumbala tene. Tumbala tene near to na lampa. Nam rimshin char. They need those two honeys. Ninkar Dipa means they join at the Ninkar, at the heart. Okay? They both arrive at the heart. Okay? Ninkar Dipa Latene, Ninge Kam Karma. Then, usually in your heart chakra, there's some white and red. Tiny. The size of a pea, okay? And you know a pea, you can split it. There's always two halves of a pea. So inside your heart chakra, there's a tiny, like it looks like a pea. And the top half has this white color and the bottom half has this red color, okay? So there's a small amount of two honeys there, and then the other come and meet them, okay? Karma Sema Dachak. Dachak means two halves of a sphere joined together. Okay. Kajar means joined together. Tabu Usu, in the middle of that, Lungsem Shindutawa, is a very subtle chi and mind together, mixed there. Very, very subtle. Okay? That's the last part of you which is still alive. Okay? Inside the heart chakra, there's a tiny part of you still alive. Okay? Just a little bit of chi, prana, and a little bit of consciousness living there. Okay? Very subtle. Now your mind came down to most subtle. Okay? Chawa yopa de timbala tupala teni nerto nanamba. There's a mistake in the Tibetan, and I have to check it. Okay. Lateni, say near top, naklampa. Near top, naklampa. Okay, so nakpo means what? Black, okay? So now everything's black. Everything just goes, boop. The red light blinks out, and you're in darkness. And they say it's not, what do you call it? Total darkness, complete darkness. Like someone hit you very hard and you're unconscious, okay? You become unconscious, okay? Totally unconscious, totally black. There's a joke, the Lama joke. If you get hit by a big guy at this point, you're lucky. If you go completely unconscious, deep unconscious, it's easier to see emptiness. No, really, okay? So at this point, black, naklampa means black. You're very close to see emptiness. If you are trained by somebody to die right, to die skillfully, you can, right at this moment, you can try to see emptiness, you see? Yeah, no, you have to go through them. But when you reach this unconsciousness, that's a good place. That's a very subtle state of mind. It's almost like someone seeing emptiness directly. You are very close. And the name of that is the almost black. Okay, near top means almost there. The name of it is near top means almost there. Okay, it means if you know what you're doing, you can use that moment to try to see emptiness directly. Okay? Very subtle. Okay? The deeper you are unconscious, the easier it is. Okay? Okay? Got it? Okay. And we'll talk more about it. Don't try to do it tonight. Okay. Rimshin Char means these things come one by one. These are the 4 emptinesses. But we're on the 3rd one, right? Okay. Then this author, who is Quicksilver, I think it's Quicksilver. No, it's a student. No, it's Quicksilver. Yeah. His name is Quicksilver. This writer says, Di kap jame du gelte gel sab chetse kyun min tang de dang yun nyambe usel charwa. He says, the deeper you can go unconscious, the better. And his student also said that. Who's his student? Yeah, Yangchen Drupadante. Okay, so those 2 are famous grammarians and famous tantrikas. Okay, so they both say the same thing. Gyaltsab che means this gyal is spelled differently from Gyaltsab. Okay, this gyal means unconscious, like lose consciousness, to lose your consciousness. Sap means to a fiercer degree. Sap is a very rare word. It means Gyaltsab che means total unconsciousness, deep unconsciousness. Okay. Kyun min, no meo and T. Very good. He said more unconscious, better. Okay. Okay, ready? We still didn't do number 4, right? Deyami mepat tongwa sowana le jeki ken sumdan tawe tamje tombe usel chawa. Le jeki ken sum means very difficult expression. And it was so difficult that Lama Quicksilver, he had an interview with a student to explain it. And I found that interview. It was written about 300 years ago, so I can give you a good explanation. The first time I went to teach at Nanda Medicine Buddha, I found that many years ago. Okay. Le Jeki Kensum. Le Jeki Kensum means very difficult. It means 3 pollutions. 3 pollutions. Le Je means, what do you call that? Like, it's like a pollution, okay? And Kensum means 3 types. 3 ways in which your mind can be polluted, okay? Dang Chao means you break through those 3. You break through those 3. You go through those 3, okay? You don't have them anymore. Jiaowei Tamze Domba. Then everything becomes Kongxing, okay? Everything empty, okay? Everything emptiness. And the other name for that is Usa, okay? The clear light, okay? Usa, clear light. Charwa means the clear light rises, okay? Why? You reach Kongxing. Why? You broke through those 3 pollutions, okay? Are you confused enough? Yeah. I'll confuse you more this afternoon. Buddhism is deep, okay? Buddhism is really deep. And I like it, anyway. So what are the 3 pollutions? Any trace of the first 3 emptinesses are called the 3 pollutions. Any trace of the first 3 are called the 3 pollutions. What are the first 3? Nawa Karlampa, the white light, the daybreak light. Okay. Then Chepa Marlampa, the red conflagration. And then the Nakpo, Naklampa. Near top Naklampa, almost there blackness. Okay, near top Naklampa. When you reach crystal, which is free of any black, red, or white, you reach number 4. Okay, there's no blackness, there's no redness, there's no whiteness. Pure crystal. Okay, pure crystal. He has a nice explanation of that crystal. There's also a mantra you can use here. I'll teach you today sometime, maybe at night. Someone gave a nice explanation of. Anyway, in the autumn time, the moon is bigger, right? And there's a crystalline feeling on an autumn night. I think Aaron's going to sing this song, Harvest Moon. But there's a sort of crystal feeling, okay? So this afternoon we'll talk more about that Kongxing, about the crystal. But I want you to understand one thing. Okay, ready? Listen. Hold up your left hand. Point your finger. Ready? DCI people know what we're about to do. Point to one thing in this room that's not coming from you. That ding, that's the crystal. Okay, it's not a picture. It's not a diamond picture. Okay, it's not something you can see. It's like that. Okay. You tell Nick and Aaron you're going to take them out to Cucina Rustica, the most expensive restaurant in Sedona. And you're very, you just got paid by DCI once a year. Just kidding. Not kidding. Then you're like, I'll pay tonight. Then you reach into your pocket for your credit card. And you realize you put on your other pair of pants because you're going to a nice restaurant. That's crystal. Okay? That's what crystal feels like. It's not some kind of color. Okay? It's not like a glass. It's like, no credit card. Okay? That's crystal. Just get used to it. Okay? It's not a picture. It's not something you can see with your eyes. It's a feeling. Oops. Not there. Okay. What's not there? Anything didn't come from your seeds. Anything didn't come from your seeds is not there. Then you're just like, that's the fourth emptiness. That's the real one. That's the only real one. Okay? The first three are not. Number 3 is Nyertok. Almost there. Number 4 is the real thing. Okay? Crystal. But it doesn't mean something you can see with your eyes. It's something you feel with your mind. Kung. No credit card. Okay? Kung. Nothing here. Not come from me. Okay, I'll take questions. We have about 7 minutes. And I'll take more questions this afternoon. Do you have a question? Hustle. Wait for the microphone, okay?
Thank you, Geshe-la. So how is it that, according to this, if I understand well, every time we die, we go through this process?
Yeah.
So then, apparently, every time we die, we perceive emptiness.
You get a feeling for it, but you don't see it directly.
It's because you don't understand it, maybe? Something like that? You know what's going on?
You don't recognize it.
And then, what happens if you are able to perceive emptiness at the moment of your die? Do you become an Arya, of course?
Yeah, at least an Arya.
But okay, but then you could become a Bodhisattva, but do you have rebirth? Or how does it work?
Yeah, like? Aryas have rebirth, 7 more. Usually 7 more.
Okay, and if you become an arhat, and because I read a text like you can overcome revert that cycle just by pursuing him.
But to go from Arya to Arhat is a big thing. Normally 500 years, 7 lifetimes, but it's possible. It's possible
At the moment,
if you practice. What's going to happen? Okay, they say. Okay, me and Aldo are going to breakfast right now, and Andriana is going to make us real food, not this hippie food. So we're going to have toast with this much butter and real coffee, okay? And it's not a little butter, it's this much butter. Like you can't see the toast under the butter, okay? Then the lamas say, when you start to die, when you reach even the smoke and when you reach even the earthquakes, you should start putting the butter on. Okay? What's it mean? This also coming from me. This also coming from me. This also coming from me. The white, oh, that's coming from me. The red, oh, that's coming from me. Even the black, oh, coming this way. Okay? You're not drilling. Your mind is throwing the next thing and you're going, you see what I mean? Your mind is like a tunnel making machine. Then go inside. Then go inside. Your mind is, this talk, your mind makes each next thing. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Okay, your mind make Geshe Michael 9 o'clock. Then your mind make Geshe Michael 10 after 9. If you don't like this talk, it's your fault. Okay. If you like it, it's me. Okay, but your mind is showing the next thing. So during this whole death, if you're a Buddhist, if you're trained at Diamond Mountain Retreat Center, you're putting butter on everything. Oh, earthquake, haha, coming from me. Oh, tsunami, haha, coming from me. You know, fire coming from me, you know. Okay? What in this life can help you to remember that? Okay? Why do we say pen protect you? Yeah, the emptiness protect you. If you think about the pen every day, if you go to a DCI talk every day and Geshe Michael only teaches the pen again. I went to Singapore, that guy, I'm not going to say his name. He's like, he got angry. He said, Geshe, you forgot, you taught the pen last year. You also taught it the year before and the year before. You know, I paid money to come to this talk. I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay, you have to think about the pen. Okay, while you're alive, because when the earthquake starts, you're scared. You know, it has to be automatic. It has to be, oh, coming from me. He says, put the butter on the whole experience. You know, from the beginning of the earthquake up to the crystal, you are covering it in Kongxing. You know, oh, Kongxing, 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 emptiness. Okay? Like everything. To do that, you have to do it before you die. Because when you die, you can't remember. It's like being in the middle of an automobile accident, okay? You can't remember your bank account when you're in the middle of an accident, okay? Something like that. So you have to practice all the time. You know, pen, coming from me. That's why it's good to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Because they make you so irritated. And you can say, oh, coming from me. Okay. That's why it's good to have a boyfriend or girlfriend before you die. Okay? You can practice Kongxing. Anybody make you upset, you think, oh, coming from me. Okay. All right. So put the butter on. Okay. So I have to go. Me and Aldo have to go. Okay.